Hello students. Now today we are going to start a topic that is laws and the identity of a Boolean algebra. Okay. Previously we have studied the gates. As you know that in the gate has been classified into the two types, that was the basic and the derived. In support to that basic gate, you are performing the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division by using this particular gate. Now, in this particular laws and Boolean algebra, laws of that particular Boolean algebra, you have a identical laws. That identical laws is being related the different types of the laws. Okay, this law it is of a Boolean algebra. This law of a Boolean algebra. Now, first you have the identities, the different types of the identities in this Boolean algebra you have to consider. So in this part we are going to start the topic of that particular and or, and it is used for multiplication, and or it is used for addition. Okay students, now when any number is going to be added, suppose it is a identity. Okay, the identities we are going to start first topic. The first law in the identities, that is a plus 0 is equal to, whenever you are going to consider the value for the a, that is 1, means 1 plus 0 it is 1, and that's why a plus 0 it is a. Okay, when any number is going to be added, that number will be the result of that particular form. the second the second thing which you are going to form, you have this 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1. Likewise, in this form, we have to put this a plus 0 is equal to a. Then the second, that is a plus 1 is equal to, what you will be getting? You will get the value similar to that of a plus 0, that is a plus 1 is equal to a. The next part, that is a dot 0, a dot 0 is equal to, third number we will consider a dot 0. Whenever any number has to be get multiplied with a 0, your answer will be 0. So here you are getting the value as a 0. Okay students, now when you have the number, the identities, that is the fourth number, that is a plus a is equal to, a plus a is equal to, you are getting the again value as a. Okay, now in this a plus a is equal to a, it means that whenever you are going to multiply the value, that is a dot a, you will be getting the a. It is a fifth number you consider. Okay, it is related to this one value. Then if there is a sixth number, that is a plus a bar, a plus a bar is equal to, now you look at carefully that if it is 1 and if it is 1, if the a value is 1, this 1 plus 1 bar is equal to, what will be getting? This 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, and that's why we may say that a plus a bar is equal to 1. Okay, then the seventh number part, in this seventh number part, if you have a dot a bar is equal to, again consider a as a 1, then you will be getting the value as a 0. Okay, if you have the eighth number, that is a bar, and again one bar is going to be inserted to the a, then this bar and this bar will get cancelled and you will be getting the value as a. Okay, both the bar will get cancelled. and after cancelling the bar, the A will remain, and that's why the A is the answer for A double bar. Okay, so these are all the identities which you have to keep in your mind for solving the problems. Okay, these problems is very much important, students, because in the examination these problems are going to be asked for 3 or 4 marks. Okay, now the second number, the law's second number, that is a commutative law. Commutative law. The commutative law is nothing but if you have the value, that is a plus b is equal to, this second number value has to be written to the first time, that is b plus a. This is the first for the addition. And if you are going to consider the multiplication, then if it is a dot b, then you will be getting b dot a. Whatever may be the variable, that is ab or cd or de, but here you will be getting the replicate of that particular value. The second will become first and the first will become to the second value. It is a commutative law. Then associative law. Associative law. Okay, if you are going to consider that particular associative law with the addition and the multiplication, then if it is like this, a dot, then b dot c, then what will be getting? You are getting the value, whatever the value is present in the bracket, that bracket we have to sort out. Here a dot b and c, like this you are getting the associative law for the first. And if it is a plus in bracket b plus c, like this, what will be getting? Here you will be obtaining a plus b plus c. So here it is the second number part. It will give you the associative law. It is associated with another number or another variable, and that's why you will be obtaining this particular form in the this order. Then the distributive law. Distributive law. The distributive law is nothing but you are going to distribute the two value what is being present inside the bracket. Consider that a dot b plus c is the value. Okay, now it is important of this plus and it is of this dot. From these two you are going to separate or distribute the variables. Okay, so here now we'll be distributing here the value, that is a dot b in bracket, you have to write down like this, plus a dot c in bracket, again you have to write down like this, so that you will be saying that this value is being get distributed or it is being get combined with the outside the number which is present outside the bracket. Okay, so here you will be saying that it is a distributive law. The another thing in the distributive law, you have this a plus b whole bar. Consider the a plus b whole bar. A plus b whole bar is equal to, what you will be getting if you are going to distribute the value, then the positive value will be get converted into the multiplied value, means a dot value, and if it is a dot, it has to be get converted into the plus. But the things, what thing? A bar dot b bar. This is the distribution we have made. Okay, then a third number part. Third number part, if you have a dot b, a dot b, suppose it is a like this, then what you will be getting? As if it is plus, you have obtained the dot, now it is dot, you will obtain here as a plus. But how you will be write down? A bar plus b bar. So whatever these two statement you have got, this two statement according to the book, according to book, this statement is nothing but it is a De Morgan's first theorem. And here a dot b whole bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. It is the second De Morgan's theorem. Okay, so by using this particular De Morgan's theorem, we have in your examination a 4-mark question. Okay, in some examination, in some paper, it is asked only to prove the first theorem or second theorem, or maybe in some time both the theorem they are going to ask. According to this, the marks distribution is allocated. Okay. Now, if you have another, that is a plus b, or you may say that if the numbers or if that particular value, that is a plus ab, is there, what we are going to consider here? Suppose you have the value of a and the b is 1 or a 0. Okay, by inserting that particular value, what is the common thing you are getting out? 1 plus b. According to this one, you will be getting like this: 1 here, 1 plus b. Okay, means here you have put like this, and according to that particular identical laws, 1 plus b, it is nothing but it is a 1, and since you will be obtaining the value as a. Okay, you have to do all this thing in a rough. Okay, because all it is not possible to explain here. So what the things is being written here, only just you keep that particular identical laws in your mind. From that particular identical laws, you may able to know that what is the value for 1 plus b, what is the value for 1 dot b, what is the value for b dot 1. Okay, from that particular you will be saying that how this a has been come. Okay, now the very important topic of this numbers logical gate, it is a De Morgan's first theorem and the De Morgan's second theorem. Okay, so in this particular De Morgan's first theorem and the De Morgan's second theorem, we will be solving that particular, or we are going to prove the theorem. Okay, what theorem says that you have, if the number is plus, means a sum, then you will obtain the product. Now what is the sum? The first De Morgan's theorem, the first De Morgan's theorem told you that if you have addition, then you will be getting the product. Okay, if the sum, the complement of the logical sum will be equal to the product, that logical product, okay, of that particular complement. Now, as per that one, the first number, that is a plus b, this is the first sum, a plus b, and as per the definition, you have a complement value, and you will be getting here the product. So that product has to be get separated like this, and you may say that this a plus b whole bar is equal to a bar dot b bar. Okay, so here you have the first theorem. Now how to prove the left hand side and how to prove the right hand side? Very first you should know the logical diagram of this one. A plus b whole bar is equal to a bar dot b bar. Okay students, now consider the left hand side. First you have to consider the left hand side, and then you have to consider the right hand side. According to the left hand side, the numbers, what is present here, a and b, means there are the two variables, and according to the two variable you have to insert the value, that is AB, that is 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. So the four terms will be get included in the left hand side, and the four terms will be get included in the right hand side, and after that we will be forming the logical diagram. First we will prove either the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Okay students, now consider the first left hand side, or there is another way also. Here you have a plus b whole bar like this. Okay, so for the first, a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0 with a whole bar, you will be getting the value as a 0 bar is equal to 1, because whatever the complement you are getting, that is 1. This is the first. Then the second, a plus b whole bar is equal to 0 plus 1 whole bar is equal to 0 plus 1, you will be getting the value as a 1. So here you will be 1, and this bar you will be getting the value as a 0. Then the third number, that is a plus b whole bar is equal to 1 plus 0 whole bar is equal to 1 bar is equal to 0. Then the fourth number, a plus b whole bar is equal to 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 bar is equal to 0. Okay, it is all of the left hand side. Now consider the right hand side. It is a right hand side. Again the same thing. The first number, that is nothing but a bar dot b bar is equal to, here the first number, that is 0 bar dot 0 bar is equal to 1 dot 1 is equal to 1. Okay, because this 0, it is complement, that's why you are getting the value as a 1. Then the second number, that is a bar dot b bar is equal to 0 bar dot 1 bar is equal to, it is 1 dot 0 is equal to 0. Then the third number, that is a bar dot b bar is equal to 1 bar dot 0 bar is equal to 0 dot 1 is equal to 0. Then the fourth number, that is a bar dot b bar is equal to 1 bar dot 1 bar is equal to 0 dot 0 is equal to 0. So students, this value and this value, whatever we have proof, you are getting the value 1 0 0 0. Here also 1 0 0 0. So from this you may say that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. This is the proof for forming the De Morgan's first theorem, that is a sum will be the complement of that particular product, logical product. Okay. Now after this one, you have a diagram. Again the left hand side should be equal to the right hand side. Now how to draw that particular diagram? Consider the left hand side. Okay, consider the left hand side. You have left hand side, that is a plus b whole bar. According to the a plus b whole bar, what is the logical diagram? What is the logical gate which is used? That logical gate is nothing but, here you may draw like this. First the OR gate. Okay students, here you will be obtaining the a and b. Here you will be getting the a plus b, as it is an OR gate. Now we have to complement the value. For complementing that particular value, you have to attach a inverter. So you may draw here as a circle also, and it will be considered as a NOR gate. But according to that particular textbook, you have to connect the inverter like this, and that's why you will be getting a plus b whole bar. Or you may directly write down or directly draw like this, the same and the same thing, that is a plus b whole bar. It is all about the left hand side. Okay students, consider the right hand side, a bar dot b bar, this a bar dot b bar. Now how many inverters you have to get connected with the input value? The two inverters. according to that particular 2 inverter, here I will draw here the right hand side, the A bar. First consider the first inverter like this, you write down the A. Consider the second inverter, you write down the B, and these both inverter will be get multiplied, and according to the gate, the multiplication gate is nothing but it is a AND gate, and this AND gate has to be get connected like this. Okay students, so here at the output, here you will be getting the A bar, here you will be getting the B bar, and here you will be obtaining the A bar dot B bar. Or in the another, you will be saying that it should be bubbled input. This bubble input you may draw like this. Simple, you have to draw the first NAND gate, and here the inverted terminal, give the name A and B, and here at the output Y is equal to A bar dot B bar. Okay, so it is very simple. You have to prove only the left hand side and the right hand side. Okay, this is all about the theorem, and this is all about the proof. In a truth table, we have to consider the value. Okay, stepwise you have to write down. First you have to write down the statement of a De Morgan's first theorem. Then you have to write down that particular A plus B whole bar is equal to A bar dot B bar. Then you have to prove all the thing. Then this logical diagram you have to draw. After the logical diagram, you have to put this form in a truth table. Okay, now how the truth table has to be get occurred by using this format? It is again very much simple. Consider the A and B, because there are the two variables. So this A and B is to be considered as a 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Okay students, now what you have to do, you have to first form the left hand side and you have to write down the right hand side. As we know that we have proof that 1, 0, 0 and 0 will be the value coming for the left hand side and for the right hand side. According to that, it will be get proof. So this A plus B, first you have to form the A plus B. So what you will be getting A plus B? Here 0, 1, 1 and 1. Okay, you may write down here as a left hand side. And then make this as a A plus B whole bar. So the result of A plus B, first it is 0, since if it is a bar, then it is 1. If it is 1, it is 0. If it is 1, 0. If it is 1, 0. Okay, this is all about the left hand side. Now consider the right hand side. First consider the A bar and B bar. So A bar value, A bar, A variable is here. So according to that 0, 0, 1, 1. This 1, 1, 0 and 0. Okay. Now consider the B bar. The B bar variable, that is this one. Okay, it is this one. So this 0 will be get complemented. So here it is 1, then 1 it is 0, then 0 it is 1, then 1 it is 0. Okay. Now you just multiply the A bar and the B bar. This A bar and the B bar you have to multiply. 1 into 1, you will be obtaining the value as a 1. Okay, so here it is 1. Whenever any number is multiplied with a 0, you will be obtaining that value as a 0, 0 and 0. So from this particular formation, it is like this. Okay, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. So you may say that the De Morgan's first theorem, that is left hand side, is equal to the right hand side. Okay, in our next class we will see the De Morgan's second theorem. Okay students, thank you.